Devils mount at America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. To running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give to the tailback. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. got his man on the right. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Gives it on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds a spot in the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. This time on target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The inside handoff. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Unloads quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapted. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. They'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
They boot it away. nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gonna run it. It's Peace. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on 4th down. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Sometimes it's easy. The receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Bringing the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this... There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. He leaves it with his back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Florida is just getting dragged through the swamp today. And this fan base, who's so used to doing that gator jump, they're making other gestures today. They're trailing by 14 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd. trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Longhorns will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Leaves it with the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Wide open spaces. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or 2, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that one.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. A run for the quarterback. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Sun Devils. And the Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out. It's Prince. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun. Grab behind the line. It's Peace. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Loss of 1. Brings up second down.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete. Jumped on top of the pile.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spot. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 30. Quarterback keeper. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and throws out the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Try to pick it up on fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Arizona State.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The run from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try the run. There he goes. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Sun Devils are on the move. The give out of the gun. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, it's complete.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They found a little open space. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction. 2nd and long coming up. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a good game.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. He just barely got enough, but that one had just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got a man, it's Flanagan. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Longhorns in the hurry up. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 28 over Ohio. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. At the 45 on its way. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it there.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. It's Rousseau. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the run, it's Rousseau. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a two-score game at 16-7. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the... Ivy's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Texas offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
To the air on second down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. These corners backing off a bit. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Rides to back and leaves it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next punt.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Turning it on. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Smells it. Touchdown, Longhorns! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Shakes off the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. This running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a... down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Rides the back on the option to give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll try the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking left. It's caught downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
So now it's second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here's the pressure. Fakes to grab. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
The chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Wants to keep it in the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Looking to throw on first down. Firing toward the end zone. It's complete. Finally, they get him out of bounds, and what a big pickup there as they get the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Sun Devils will line it up on first and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They got this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. The give to the back. Bounced off his feet.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They not only need to pick up this first down, they need to do it quickly, David.
And they got some yards on 3rd down, so now the 4th down is a little bit easier. But late in the ball game, man, it's go time. We need points. We got to get back in this football game.
Deep into the 4th quarter of this game, down by 6, they'll have to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Converts on 4th down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right deck, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his...
Breaks into the open. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This one's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a one-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
And the extra point gives them a one-point lead here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burgers are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great.
He lobs one high down the left side. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm